You think you're being punished, overlooked, or forgotten. But what if the very reason you're still single is because God is protecting you from a counterfeit that would destroy your purpose? The delay isn't denial, it's divine insulation. While others are racing into relationships fueled by loneliness, lust, or pressure, you're being set apart for something higher, something holier, something heavier. God doesn't let chosen vessels be handled carelessly. You carry a spiritual weight that demands alignment, not just attraction. The hidden truth is, some of the people around you couldn't handle the full scope of your calling. And if you got married too soon, their presence would dilute your power. That delay is God's mercy, not his silence. Isaiah 55, verse 8, reminds you that his thoughts are not your thoughts. So what feels like a delay to you is actually precise timing in heaven's blueprint. Some of you are still single because God is refining your discernment. He's not just teaching you how to wait. He's teaching you what to reject. You were praying for a partner, but God knew you needed pruning first. There are things in you he had to uproot, emotional wounds, idolized fantasies, impure appetites. Because if he gave you someone too soon, those unresolved pieces would poison the promise. And let's be honest, you're not just looking for a spouse, you're called to build with someone. That takes more than chemistry. It takes covenant, and covenant demands character. God isn't keeping you single to torment you. He's trying to train your spiritual eyes, so you stop falling for counterfeits wrapped in charisma. Some of the relationships you thought were almost it were actually warnings in disguise. Test to see if you could choose obedience over desire. Psalm 84, verse 11 says God withholds no good thing from those who walk uprightly. So if it's not here yet, either it's not good or you're not ready. And here's the shocking part. Sometimes you're single because the assignment on your life requires it for a season. Paul said in 1 Corinthians 7 that singleness can be a gift, radical availability to the will of God, undistracted focus in a world addicted to distraction. You don't need to apologize for being unavailable to what the world celebrates when you're available to what heaven is planning. There are people who look happy on Instagram but are silently fighting spiritual battles because they yoke themselves to the wrong soul. You don't need that kind of warfare. Some of the loneliness you feel is not punishment. It's the sacred space where God reveals things that will be drowned out by the noise of relationship. Hidden seasons birth heavy anointing. Don't despise the silence. It's in the silence that God speaks clearest. Romans 8, verse 28 is not just a comfort. It's a strategy. All things are working together, even the season of waiting. So don't chase what God is still preparing. Don't settle out of impatience when your legacy is tied to obedience. You're not behind. You're not broken. You're not forgotten. You're being forged in the fire for something rare, and rare things are never rushed. If God is keeping you single longer than others, it's because what's coming is bigger than what they settle for. Let the waiting purify you, not poison you. Let the delay shape your destiny, not shrink your faith. The wait is not a wall, it's a womb. And when God finally says now, you won't just be ready, you'll be dangerous.